Well, it's official. Michigan lawmakers passed a 24% wholesale tax on recreational cannabis. They say it'll pump about $420 million a year into fixing the damn roads. And for lawmakers facing a shutdown and a busted budget, this was the one thing they could actually agree on. But for dispensaries and growers across Michigan, things may be about to get dicey. This is So What Michigan, where we cut through the spin and show you what this all really means. Here's the deal. Michigan already had a 10% excise tax and 6% sales tax on weed. Starting next year, thanks to this new legislation, we'll have a 24% wholesale tax too. That will make Michigan the second highest taxed cannabis market in the country, just behind Washington. Supporters say it's only fair. Michiganders smoke a lot of grass. Lately, it's been cheap as hell. And frankly, with the government about to run out of money, Lansing needed the deal. Fast. But critics say this will carry consequences. Added wholesale costs tend to roll downhill, and dispensaries warn that this will translate to higher prices at the counter. Maybe your $30 eighth becomes $40. Maybe that edible you like to grab after work on Friday will cost more than dinner. And with profit margins already razor thin, industry leaders say this law could ultimately push smaller shops out of business, kill jobs, and send more customers back to the illicit market. Lawmakers, for their part, say their hands were tied. Whitmer had originally pitched a 32% tax. Republicans in the House wanted road funding without other broad-based tax hikes. In the end, both sides needed a way to end the gridlock, avoid deeper cuts to schools and public safety, and keep the state government open. This new cannabis tax became the pressure valve. So what? Well, this law is on the books, but the story isn't over. Opponents are already preparing lawsuits, arguing that lawmakers sidestepped the legalization measure that voters approved in 2018. Meanwhile, prices will almost certainly rise. Small operators may not survive, and Michigan's edge as one of the cheapest cannabis markets in America could disappear. For Lansing, it's still a political win. Roads get fixed, the budget gets balanced, and the lights stay on. But for the cannabis industry and for consumers, we might be looking at a whole new landscape ahead. Quick aside, if you guys want deeper dives into Michigan's cannabis world, I also write a free weekly newsletter called the Michiganja Report. It's reviews, news, deals, basically everything I can't post on here. I'll put the link in the bio, but just search for Michiganja Report and you'll find it.